Hello and a very welcome back to our video section for today. Today I have a different topic for you guys. Let's go ahead and do it together. The topic is about how I managed to learn to speak 6 languages, and was it my plan to do so, or it would just go and happen. So I have 5 tips where I'll go through this journey. I will share it with you, the tips, and if you're interested, keep watching the video. For tip number 1, you need a strong motivation to succeed. What do I mean by a strong motivation? Is that you need to visualize yourself. How can you visualize yourself? Like, try to see yourself speaking different international language instead of your mother tongue, or whatever language that you are aiming for in terms of business or for hobby or even for study. Having a goal to master a language can help you to achieve your goal easily and memorize the language that you are aiming for. For tip number 2, you need to believe in yourself. You know that as what will I say is like every person have his unique or his strength and weakness. So for everyone, his strength is his belief in himself. So when you believe in yourself, can easily, or you have an objective that you were looking for to achieve that certain goal that is in your mind. So your strength is your self-confidence. For tip number 3, you should pick up a learning material that you enjoy. For example, when it comes to languages, it's always that you need to remember or take note that language is not like a subject or some different way of studying, but rather language is a skill. Hence, it is about time for every different languages. Therefore, it is more on practical more than other things. As I remember, he always that when he teach me in that time say that if you neglect to practice language is it will neglect you at the same time. Or a different way is that the more you practice, the better you become in the languages, and if you neglect to practice that language, the language will neglect you at the same time. So more or less, try to be happy on what you're doing. As I noticed from the talking of Ben Sahar from his books that I read, that says happiness is not about making it to be to the peak of the mountain. No, it is about climbing aimlessly around the mountain. Happiness is the experience of climbing toward the peaks set by him. So more or less, try to be happy on what you're doing. For tip number 4, you need to use a method which give you a quick result. That, as we mentioned earlier on our talk, that language is more on practical. For language, it's mostly about practice. That's mean that it's a skill that, as we mentioned earlier. So the more you practice on the language, the better you become in it, and you get to use on using the language and talk freely. It's like talking. So when you just start talk, the rest will become okay. They will come after. For our last tip for today, which is tip number 5, is that you need to be patient, such that whenever you have a goal about something like your journey through learning a language, as it is a skill, then it is not something gonna happen in day and night, but rather it is going to be once you got through days, months, or even a year, as it is different from one person to another. That some people get it done in 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, but at the end of the day, everyone will get it to be done, and that's what we are looking for. Being late is better than never, so we need to be patient to follow up every single day. As you guys today over here is that back in home we have 2 official language, and at the very beginning I used to have 2 official language. But when it comes to the truth, that I was just like to watching TV series and all these things, but I go through journeys, and I enjoy watching TV series. And at the end of the day, when I realized that I was just watching a TV series in Turkish and Urdu, which is Hindu, then in that too I mastered the other two. So as soon as I realized that I can now I'm up to talk 4 languages, I knew that I'm okay in languages. And the truth was not my plan. Is yes, I enjoy the process when I go through these journeys, and that was the secret and the key for me to have all over these 4 languages. So when I went for the sixth and fifth, it was even more easier to do so, and hence the third was the English, and the sixth was the Chinese for study purposes. And I would say this is all for our today's talking, guys. And if you enjoy the talking, or to share it down in the comment your idea or your point, or even though something more, as I'm always your feedback over the day. So thank you all for watching and time, and I will see you in the next. Bye bye.